There are some videos here on YouTube that you have watched not because you like the title, but because the thumbnail spoke to you. Truth or false? Truth, right? So there are some thumbnails that you see here on YouTube and you just cannot resist clicking on them. And that goes to say thumbnails are really important for your YouTube channels. And how do you get to create a thumbnail if you don't know how to use any of the editing platforms? If you don't know how to use Canva or even CapCut, because yes, you can create a thumbnail on CapCut. In another video, I'm talking of how to use CapCut to create a clear, eye-catching thumbnail. But for today's video, I'll be telling you how to use Canva to create a clear thumbnail for your YouTube videos. Now, this is my friend's channel. She started creating recently, and together we have been able to explore and create clear thumbnails for her channel. I think one of the best compliments she gets so far is that her thumbnails are actually very fine. They are clear and simple to see. Now, what did we do? We just began to explore the opportunities that are available on CapCut. What did we do? We began to apply some things that I now know to design thumbnail on Canva. And in this video, I'll be talking about these things and why you should pay attention to them and also get to apply them for your thumbnails, right? So the first thing is the fact that we had to first of all take fine pictures. Yes, we have to sit down and take fine headshot pictures like this one showing up here. We have to sit down and take clear pictures first, and then we know that we are headshot ready. When I mean headshot ready, we gave different reactions, what we want to talk about. We gave those reactions in the pictures, and then we're able to have them saved for our thumbnails. Now, the next thing we went on to do was to use remove.bg to remove background, right? To remove the background from these headshot pictures. We use remove.bg to remove the background, right? Remove the background from the pictures. When we're done with that, the next thing we need to do was to get Canva app. And on Canva app, we're able to do the rest of the thumbnail design. It is very easy and easy. Yes, easy. It's very, very easy to use. You just need to watch the screen record I'm playing now, right? I'll play the screen record, and from the screen record, you'll be able to edit your thumbnail properly and be able to um, get it to align with the title so that when you post your optimized title, remember what I said in this other video on how to optimize your titles, right? When you're able to get your titles optimized, right, your thumbnails will be able to match it, like fit the title, and then you never can tell what YouTube is going to do when they get to recommend the videos to more persons. You never can tell who's going to watch it, who's going to share it, and who's going to, tell more persons about your channel. I'm just going to go straight into how to create a thumbnail for your YouTube channel. When you create a video, you want to put up a thumbnail, right? Because the thumbnail is one thing that can attract people to your page. Now, you can easily do this on Canva here. When you open the app, I'm just going to explain some things on this interface, just for you, in case you are new on Canva or in case you are new to this Canva app, so that you can easily navigate through it. Now you have your designs. Your designs talk about the designs you created yourself or you are working on. You have template. Template describes the templates that are available here on Canva app, that you can either use for free or you have to pay for the pro version to use them. All these are all simple thumbnails that are already available here on Canva that you can use. And now we have AI. AI is like a new feature on Canva that is currently in use. Anybody can use it, so long as you can give it the correct prompts to use. It's going to be able to generate good thumbnails for you. If you want to design yourself and give all your giving your best to create something that you want, and maybe you have something in mind already, then you should go ahead to create your own design. So you click on your designs, right, and then you go to where you have search your content and type in YouTube thumbnail. Now, if you don't, okay, let me type in YouTube thumbnails. YouTube thumbnails. you type that and search for it. Is what this is going to give me is going to give me some of the YouTube thumbnails that I have worked on recently, right? But for you who is new here, for you who is just coming across Canva for the first time, you can just click on template instead while typing in YouTube thumbnail. Now it's going to give you a list of different thumbnails that you can use, right? The first one says create a blank YouTube thumbnail, meaning that you want to design from the scratch, like want to design a new one yourself. But that for me is going to be time consuming. So I always prefer that for beginners that do not know how to go about Canva, you just go ahead and pick one particular thumbnail and work on it. Let's just go through this one and look for one that we can easily just create work on. By work on, I mean we can just go ahead and edit the things that are here on the fly on the thumbnail and make it ours, customize it to become our own, right? So there are different options here you can pick from. The ones that have pro sign on it, simply saying that they are paid, and for you to be able to have access to those ones, you have to pay for them. And the ones that don't have any of those signs showing there, you can just go ahead and just use them, edit them, and make them yours. Now let's get right into this. Let me look for one simple one that we can just work on. Okay. Now there are three things that I have watched creators who are experts on how to use Canva. I've heard them say several times that if you're doing a thumbnail for your channel, it's advisable that you maintain fonts that are clear and visible. That when anybody sees them on their screen, it's easy for them to just click on it and go ahead to watch your video. Make them bold, make them readable, make them clear. So they will always advise that you stick with colors like white, yellow, black, red, right? Colors that are like this. These ones, once you see them pop up on your screen, it's very easy for you to just click and read through. Colors that are like this. Now this one that have top 10 fun facts, you see the way it's bold, it's clear. This one is quite playful and it's going to do well for channels that that are talking about stories or educational content, something like that, right? But like I already explained, it's always advisable that you maintain a particular kind of a background and color that is easy for users to read. You won't want to put up a thumbnail that is repulsive, or when people see it they can't they'll have to look extra for them to be able to understand what is there. So with that being said, just bear in mind that for your thumbnails, try to maintain colors that are unique and they can help enhance whatever you're writing on your thumbnail, so that it is readable and it is eye-catching and clear. White, black, red, yellow, those three colors help your thumbnails to pop. So you can just play around them. You can play around those four colors and then get something professional to use. Now I would like to work on a particular one. So now this has opened up. You see how clear it is, you see how visible it is. You can just go ahead to just click on whatever parts you want to work on and work on it. Now let's us begin. At the beginning part of my video, I mentioned something about going to remove the BG to remove the background from your pictures, right? So you want to, first of all, those headshots they have taken, go to remove the BG and remove the background. Now let's just practice that so that you understand what I'm talking about. Now I'm going to go to Chrome and I'm going to type in remove.bg, remove.bg, and then I'm going to open the website. When this has opened up like this, I'm going to click on upload image, and then I'm going to go to the particular video that I want to upload, right, and click on it. Wait for this for a while for it to remove the background from the picture. And when this is done, this is what I have. And I can go on and just click on download and click on preview free. And once I click on that, it will save directly to my phone, right? It's saved now on my phone without any background. Let me assume that I want to maintain the background, but I want it to be blurry. I'll click on that plus sign and I'm going to click on the picture, right? The picture that I I want to use, the background I want to use, which is what was initially there. I'll click on that, and then I'm going to go back to FX effects. I'll click on effects, and click on blur background to turn it on. When this is done, I'm going to go ahead to increase the intensity and the increase the intensity and then the opacity. I'll click on the opacity and also turn it on. As you can see, the background is still there, but it's looking quite blurred. I can also save this. And I'm done downloading the background. I'll come back to Canva, and then I'll click on the picture, and I'll go to replace and click on replace. When this is done, I'll go ahead and pick the picture. I'm using the transparent one, right? I'll go ahead and click the picture. See, it has replaced that background. So this is what I have here, right? So now this my clothes is red. So definitely with the background that is red is not letting it show properly. So I can go ahead and also click on that one to change it. Okay, I'll click on that background there. See the way I clicked on this picture to move it first. I'll click on the background, and then I'll look for color. I'll look for the color and probably change it to white. Then click on my picture, and then I'll return it there. Right. So this is it here now. Now you can use any other picture that you have or you want to use. You can use any other picture. This is just for illustration sake. Now, this is what I have here now. Now this one, that this background, this write up, I can also go ahead to change the write up if I want to. If you notice, it's showing, it's this particular boost your is now showing on that background I changed, and it's not making it visible. So I'm just going to go ahead to change the background to probably let's say I change that just that particular line to another color. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it out. I'll cut a particular line out, right, and duplicate the text box. I'll duplicate it, and then I'm going to paste the part I cut, move it back to that spot where it was before, move it back here, right? Then go ahead to change the color. I can change the color now to, let's say, maybe red. I can change the color to something else that is going to be clear and visible. Okay, so I'm changing it to black now to make for me to be able to make this more visible. I'll While it's still highlighted, I'll go to effects, and I'm going to click on, I'll look for, what is it called, background, the one that has background. I'll click on that, right? I can change this background from yellow to white. Let me change this to white. So I have this, right? So I have this here, and reduce it so that it fits into the space that I have provided, right? These are just some basic things that you can do to get your thumbnail ready. You don't need to do so much or know so much about Canva for you to be able to get your thumbnail ready. So this other one, I will adjust it so that it still aligns. Now, if I intend to include anything, probably like a logo or YouTube icon, or let's say a YouTube icon, I can just go ahead and um, let's assume that I want to attach YouTube icon here. Where I have elements, I'll click on elements, and then I'll go to the search button. I'll go to the search button, I'll click on YouTube, and I'll look for YouTube, type in YouTube logo, right? This will it will give me this, and then I'll allow it to load. If you have the pro version of Canva, all of the features they are going to be free for you to use. But if you don't have the what's it called, the pro version, like mine, you have to look for one that is free for you to use. Now, as you can see, there are some that have pro signs showing on it. This one showing pro signs simply means I have to pay to use them, but this ones that are looking that are plain don't have any pro sign on it. I'll just go ahead and click on any one I want. So let me just go with this one that has the YouTube logo. If I also want, I can also include that subscribe button, right? So I've picked up the YouTube logo, so I'll just place it here. I can reduce and increase the size. to what I want, right? I said I wanted to get the subscribe button as well. So let me look for the subscribe button. All right, let's look for the subscribe icon, the one that is free, and also include that here. So I have it here. I'm just going to reduce it and use that plus sign showing underneath it to adjust. Right, so I have this. If you want to include your name, anything you want to do on this, you can just go ahead to continue editing it till you get what you want. Now, I don't know. Okay, let's assume that I want to change the design, probably the background of that thumbnail. I'll click on design, and as you can see, there are more options for me to work with. This one is the one I'm already working with. Now there are more options that I can still pick from to change the design. Imagine you want to do something different, you don't want that design again, you can actually change it with this design. Now we have elements, like I said, is where you get things like your logo, pictures, things that you can attach to, like arrows and all of those. If I type in, let me say arrow, I'll have some suggestions come up, and I can pick the one that is free because it's not the paid version of Canva. I can pick the arrow that is free. Probably I can use this to highlight or indicate an indicator. I use to highlight a particular direction or a particular text or something. Right? This is arrows. You can look for circles. You can look for just play around this basically. If you really want to understand how this works, you can just play around it. Now there are some other. You see, we saw when I clicked on graphics, right? Still searching for arrows. These are the ones that came up. Some are paid and then some are free. This one that is moving, I can decide to click on that one to use. Let me say I clicked on that one already. So I can reduce the size of this and just maybe like place it somewhere. I'll rotate it to place it somewhere. See the way it's moving, right? Okay, so this is thumbnail. This is ready for you to use. So you can just go ahead and add several other things that you might want to add. Down here we have text. You can include another text box that you can write on, and we have gallery. From gallery you can get pictures from your phone, whether the one both the one that you've already removed your background and the ones that you have not removed the background. You can just get the pictures from here. Then upload have the pictures of the pictures they already uploaded before. Thumbnails, what they call logos that you brought from your phone that they already uploaded before. They are all here. You can also get your videos, right? You can get audios, right? Tools. Just go ahead and just play around with all these things. They are very easy to use. They are not difficult at all. So long as you can start with getting a thumbnail design that you want first. Editing it is going to be like a walk around the park. It's very easy to do. Okay, so I've come to the end of this particular tutorial. When I'm done with this, I'm going to just go ahead and click on this arrow facing up to download my design. Click on download, and it's going to give you this pop-up. You go ahead and click on download, and you have your thumbnail downloaded on your phone. Now you can go ahead and attach it to your YouTube video. With this being said, thank you for watching this video to the end. If you have come to this point, I really believe that you enjoyed watching this content. So please do not forget to leave a like, forget to subscribe to my channel if you yet to do that, and see you in my next video. Bye.